Greetings and thanks for tuning in again. I appreciate you being here and taking a little bit of time out of your day to pay attention to answering this question. It's actually one of the most common questions I get. By the way, my name is Dr. Jeanette DeWitt. I am a doctor of physical therapy and a chronic pain specialist. And one of the most common questions I get is, do I really need a specialist? Can I just do exercises on my own at home? And I will tell you, coming from a healthcare professional, you might actually be surprised by my answer, because I'm actually a big advocate of you doing exercises on your own at home. When I practiced traditional physical therapy, I gave lots of home exercises to people because they were only in my office for 2 or 3 days a week. And really, I was there to guide them, give them the tools they needed, but it's what they did at home on their own that made the biggest impact. The people who did their home program got better. The people who did not do their home program either didn't get better as quickly or still struggled. Or they just quit physical therapy altogether. But here's what I want to share with you today. If you are wanting to do exercises on your own, if you think that you need a specialist. Now, and when I say a specialist, that could be a physical therapist, that could be a chiropractor, massage therapist, acupuncturist, fitness specialist, personal trainer, whatever you are thinking you might need in terms of a specialist. If you are not hurting, go ahead and do some exercises on your own. If you have experience with exercise, meaning you were an athlete in school, whether that's high school, college, you've had some type of formal coaching instruction, you're probably okay to exercise or start exercising on your own because you have a background in exercise. You have some experience playing a sport. If you also follow, some experts online, whether that's free or paid. If you are following a personal trainer online, taking an online class, Beachbody coach. Many of my healthcare colleagues are like, why are you doing Beachbody? Well, I'll tell you, I'm a National Academy of Sports Medicine certified personal trainer, and most of the trainers that are teaching the classes in Beachbody are certified personal trainers through National Academy of Sports Medicine or the American College of Sports Medicine. They know what they're doing, and the instruction and the progression of exercises they give is spot on. So I recommend that program. If people want to join me and let me help coach them through those programs, I am happy to do that. But those are the reasons why you can exercise at home. How about why shouldn't you exercise and go it alone at home? Number one, if you recently hurt and just finished physical therapy and your physical therapist did not give you a home program to return to sport or return to fitness, that would be another reason you probably want to get specialty guidance just so you don't re-injure what you just rehab. But if you hurt, if you just hurt, or if you're afraid of getting hurt, those three reasons are reasons to get a specialist and get help. Whether that's talking with your physical therapist who you finished your rehab with, or whether that's hiring someone like myself to walk you through what your next steps are to getting you back to the fitness level that you want, or getting you started on a weight loss program, whatever that may be. If you hurt, if you just recently hurt, or if you're scared of getting hurt, you need to get specialist help. And the reason I say if you're scared of getting hurt is because a lot of times when people exercise for the first time and they're timid and they're scared and they don't really know what they're doing, they actually get hurt because they're being so cautious and they're not moving in a normal movement pattern because they're being so cautious. So that can actually create injuries because they might be holding too long, they might be strength training incorrectly. Basically, I don't want you to get hurt. So if you hurt before, if you are hurting now, or if you're afraid of getting hurt, you need a specialist to help you. If you are a beginner, meaning you've never exercised before, and you also have a very sedentary job, meaning you sit all day at the computer, you want to get specialist help. The reason is this type of posture at the computer really creates some muscle imbalances. You can't just open that up right away. You are going to be super sore. So you need somebody to walk you through some corrective exercises because of the posture that you're in all day. Those corrective exercises need to be first. And when I say corrective exercise, it doesn't mean like it's really scary or anything. It's helping you to come into symmetry and not have these muscle imbalances. So it's focused attention of stretching things that are tight and strengthening things that are weak. That is just what corrective exercise is. So if you are a beginner, you've never exercised before, or you are in a sedentary job and you want to start to exercise, it's really important that you seek out a specialist. The other reason to seek out a specialist is if you have no idea about what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you've had previous experience. If you haven't exercised in 20 years and you live a sedentary lifestyle, you're going to be sore, and you might not remember all of the coaching instruction that you had when you played your sport. If you have no idea where to get started, if you have no idea what you're doing, and you're just maybe going to the gym, trying some weights out, you most likely will get hurt. Trust me, I used to be a gym rat. Now I exercise at home. I've got some weights, a ball, foam roller, stuff like that. And I don't bother with the gym because I don't really feel like getting up and driving at 4:30 in the morning to the gym. But I digress. I'm sorry about that. If you start going to the gym, and I've seen some crazy things happen at the gym. I once saw somebody sitting, you know that ab machine? I saw somebody take their head and try and lift the ab weight machine with their head, thinking that they're strengthening their neck muscles. I just wanted to go over and give them my business card because they were just setting themselves up to fail. It's that kind of stuff that I see in the gym that scares me. And I don't want that for you. So if you have no idea what you're doing, seek out a specialist. And here's the thing, when you work with a specialist, you can work with them as many times as you feel like you need to. You can work with them and hire them to get you started. And then they can be hands off for a few weeks. And then when you feel like you need them again, you bring them back in. It's not one of those things that you have to make constant appointments for. You can also sign up for a program that walks you through it. Beachbody does that. If you need something a little bit more customized, I have programs that are available as well. But here's the thing. If you have experience, if you're not hurting, if you kind of feel like you know what you're doing and you're following an expert already online, or you're part of an online program or a group class already, you can do exercise on your own because you have had some instruction by someone either you hired or by someone maybe your parents hired to coach you when you played a sport in high school or college. You've had some type of formal instruction whether you realize it or not. You're probably okay to exercise at home. But if you hurt, if you just came out of some rehab and physical therapy, or you finished some chiropractic care, if you're scared of hurting, if you're a beginner, if you live a sedentary lifestyle and you have never exercised before, or if you have no idea what you're doing, you definitely need to hire a specialist. I hope this answers that question because I get it so many times. How come I can't just exercise at home? You can if, and that's the big deal. That is the big if in all of this. So if you have questions, go ahead and put them in the feed. You can reach out to me via private message. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. If you have questions that you want me to address when I go live, go ahead and put those in the feed or reach out to me as well. I'm happy to answer your questions. Thanks a lot and enjoy the rest of your day.